Ever looked at your front door and thought it could use a bit more sparkle for the holidays? Adried Flower Christmas Wreath delivers charm without the hassle of falling needles or withered petals. These pieces often outlast the season and bring a natural touch indoors. Imagine a wreath that fits your style, boho, rustic, or modern. You can find one with dried oranges and cinnamon, or go for a minimalist look with bunny tail grass. Ready to pick a wreath that stands out? Let's get inspired together. A boho-inspired dried flower Christmas wreath brings a fresh twist to holiday decor. Trailing amaranthus adds dramatic movement, while a velvet ribbon lends a touch of indulgence. This combination delivers a relaxed, artistic vibe. It's perfect for those tired of cookie-cutter evergreens and want something stylish yet unfussy. Making your own is easier than you think. Gather an assortment of dried blooms with amaranthus as the star. Secure flowers to a simple hoop, letting some stems cascade freely. Finish with a bold velvet bow. It's low maintenance and lasts for seasons, but may collect dust, so hang it somewhere easy to reach. Minimalism meets elegance with a eucalyptus and bunny tail grass wreath on a gold hoop. This design adds style without overwhelming your space. The muted tones of bunny tails blend with the soft green of eucalyptus, offering a calm, airy vibe. It's perfect for those tired of tinsel and clutter. Assembly is a breeze. Simply attach sprigs to the hoop with floral wire. Hang the finished wreath on a wall or door for instant cheer. Just remember, dried flowers can be fragile. Handle gently and keep away from moisture to keep your piece looking fresh all season. Imagine a wreath that smells as inviting as it looks. Dried orange slices and cinnamon sticks add a cozy, festive aroma, while clusters of dried hydrangea bring soft texture and gentle color. This rustic style fits perfectly in both city apartments and country homes, making any door feel more welcoming. Making your own is simple. Thread dried hydrangea heads, tuck in orange slices, and secure cinnamon sticks with twine. The result? A striking, long-lasting wreath that won't shed needles everywhere. Just keep it away from direct sunlight to prevent fading. Nature's beauty has its quirks after all. Red berry and pampas grass wreaths blend rustic charm with festive spirit. The addition of cascading burgundy accents creates a dramatic touch, catching the eye from across the room. Want something different from the usual evergreen? This combination feels both elegant and bold, perfect for modern or classic decor. However, dried flowers can be delicate. Hang your wreath indoors or on a sheltered door to keep it looking fresh all season. For a personal touch, add cinnamon sticks or dried orange slices. Let your creativity run wild. This wreath style welcomes experimentation and stands out from the crowd. Bleached ruscus and white statice create a frosted wreath that looks fresh even in the middle of winter. These materials don't just mimic snow, they also hold their color and shape for months. The result feels both timeless and modern, blending seamlessly with minimalist or rustic decor. Making this wreath is easier than you'd think. Begin by layering ruscus branches in the same direction, then tuck clusters of statice between them. Secure with floral wire. The pale palette hides dust, but be careful, these dried stems can snap if you're too rough. Hang it indoors, away from direct sunlight. Think symmetry is old hat? An asymmetrical dried flower wreath featuring muted roses and golden wheat breathes fresh air into holiday decor. The off-balance design draws eyes instantly, adding intrigue. Muted roses lend subtle charm, while golden wheat brings rustic warmth. It's unexpected, yet welcoming in any entryway. Arranging these elements can be simple. Start by clustering roses on one side, then let wheat arc naturally. Use florist wire for stability. This look might not suit fans of traditional perfection, but for those craving something modern and relaxed, it's a conversation starter. A crescent moon wreath brings a playful twist to holiday decor. Dried lavender provides a gentle pop of color and a calming scent, while dainty star ornaments add just the right sparkle. Hang it above your mantel for a statement piece that whispers holiday cheer without shouting traditional at your guests. Making your own crescent moon wreath is surprisingly easy. Wrap a wire frame with dried lavender, securing stems with floral tape. Attach star ornaments with thin wire or ribbon. Want a bolder look? Mix in gold-painted leaves or silver twigs. This project invites creativity and guarantees a conversation starter. A vintage-inspired wreath featuring dried pink roses and a lace ribbon bow brings instant nostalgia to any holiday decor. The faded blush tones soften a room, while the delicate lace adds a romantic old-world touch. It's perfect for those who prefer gentle elegance over glitz and glitter. Caring for such a wreath is straightforward. Keep it out of direct sunlight and away from dampness. One drawback: dried flowers can be fragile, so handle with care. Still, each petal's faded beauty tells a story, making this wreath a conversation starter for guests who appreciate history and charm. Neutral Nordic wreaths bring quiet luxury to festive decorating. The pairing of white dried blooms and raw edge linen feels both fresh and timeless. This simple color palette works in nearly any setting, making it a reliable choice for those who prefer understated elegance over holiday glitz. While the muted tones allow for easy mixing with other decorations, some may find the lack of color a bit stark. If you crave a pop, try weaving in dried eucalyptus or soft gold twine. Care is minimal, just keep it away from moisture and direct sunlight to preserve its look. Imagine your front door adorned with a wreath bursting with safflower's orange charm and deep red straw flowers. These blooms keep their color all season, giving your holiday decor real staying power. No wilting, no fuss, just eye-catching vibrance, even after December's chill sets in. Choosing dried flowers over fresh isn't just about longevity. There's real flair in pairing safflower's fiery tones with strawflower's rich reds. Want a bolder look? Mix in sprigs of preserved greenery or gold ribbon. This wreath isn't fragile. It laughs in the face of drafts and dry indoor air. Imagine hanging a wild meadow wreath packed with wispy grasses and bursts of yellow craspedia. It brings a calm, rustic look that's far from ordinary. The texture of mixed grasses offers a soft, natural vibe, while craspedia adds cheerful notes, think sunshine on a cloudy day. Caring for a dried flower wreath is refreshingly simple. No water, no drooping petals, just hang and enjoy. However, these wreaths can be a bit fragile, so gentle handling is key. For anyone seeking a fresh take on holiday decor, this style delivers character and color without fuss. Imagine a wreath that greets guests with the scent of dried oranges and the texture of pine cones. Bright burgundy ribbons twist among the natural elements, adding a bold pop of color. This combination feels timeless, yet modern, making it a smart choice for anyone craving something bold yet easy to create. Crafting this festive piece is straightforward. Slice and dry oranges in your oven, then group them with pine cones on a sturdy base. Secure everything with floral wire. Accent with rich ribbons for contrast. The only drawback? Dried oranges may fade over time, but their charm lingers all season. The ivory preserved roses lend a sense of quiet luxury to a Christmas wreath. Paired with bleached fern, the result feels modern yet timeless. These blooms last through the season without wilting. Imagine hanging this on your front door, guests notice, and even the mail carrier might do a double take. Preserved flowers require zero water and minimal fuss, making them a practical choice for busy households. But keep the wreath out of direct sunlight to avoid fading. While some may prefer classic red and green, the ivory and pale fern combination whispers sophistication, offering something fresh for holiday decor. Imagine a dried flower wreath bursting with jewel tones, featuring peacock feathers and lush purple status. This piece doesn't just hang on your door, it commands attention. The peacock feathers shimmer with blues and greens, while the status adds a plush, velvety texture. It's drama without fuss. Such a wreath lasts far longer than fresh greenery. But remember, dried flowers can be delicate. Keep it away from damp or high-traffic spots. Try displaying it above a mantle for a bold, regal accent. Who says Christmas decor needs to be red and green? Sometimes a little extravagance is just right. A sunburst wreath with golden dried palm spears brings a fresh twist to holiday decor. The metallic accents catch light in cozy living rooms or on front doors, sparking an inviting glow. Tired of classic red and green? This wreath breaks the mold with bold shapes and a modern shimmer. Creating one is surprisingly simple. Arrange palm spears in a circle, fan out the points, and secure with floral wire. Add metallic baubles or ribbon for extra flair. The natural texture of dried palms pairs well with modern metallics, but beware, excess moisture can damage dried materials. Display indoors for best results. Imagine a wreath that brings the countryside to your doorstep. A cottagecore wreath dotted with wildflowers and little dried mushrooms adds a whisper of nostalgia to any space. It's like pressing pause, inviting you to slow down and appreciate nature's small wonders, even in the heart of winter. Making one can be simple. Grab wildflowers from your last walk and dried mushrooms from a craft store. Attach them with twine or floral wire. The result? A wreath that feels handmade and sincere. The only hiccup, dried mushrooms can be fragile, so handle with care to keep their charm intact. Go bold with a monochrome wreath, using only red dried flowers and a deep red bow. This look grabs attention without shouting. Imagine the subtle drama of crimson straw flowers, burgundy amaranth, and scarlet statice clustered together. A single color palette feels intentional and modern, yet classic enough for any door. However, red on red can risk feeling flat if you don't mix textures. Combine fluffy celosia, papery roses, and feathery grasses to keep things lively. Want extra flair? Pick a velvet bow for depth. This wreath style stands out, but be ready, red fades faster in sunlight, so consider where you hang it. Imagine greeting your guests with a wreath that whispers summer garden vibes right at your front door. Pastel dried flowers and baby's breath create a soft, inviting look, far from the usual winter reds and greens. These wreaths add a touch of whimsy and last much longer than fresh options. Building one is simple. Gather pastel-hued dried roses, lavender, and clusters of baby's breath. Arrange loosely for a relaxed, effortless effect. The only drawback? These delicate blooms can shed if handled roughly, so hang your wreath where it won't be bumped or brushed often. Why settle for subtle when you can create a showstopper? A maximalist wreath with mixed dried flower bouquets and an oversized ribbon turns any front door into an invitation to marvel. Bold colors, unusual textures, and playful shapes make each wreath more conversation piece than mere decoration. Mixing flower varieties, think straw flowers, statice, and bunny tails, brings depth and whimsy. The oversized ribbon isn't just flair, it anchors the whole look. Just remember, dried flowers are fragile and can shed. Hang indoors or in a sheltered spot to keep your masterpiece looking sharp all season. A half-wrapped hoop wreath offers a modern spin on holiday decor. Dried blooms clustered on one section create striking contrast against bare metal. It feels both effortless and refined. Silk tassels dangle below, catching the light and adding a dash of movement that fresh wreaths just can't manage. Creating one at home is simple. Start with a gold or brass hoop, secure dried flowers like statice or eucalyptus to half the ring, and tie silk tassels to the bottom. The result? It lasts for seasons, never wilts, and brings a playful, artsy vibe to any door. Less is sometimes more. An airy, minimalist wreath with scattered dried flowers and plenty of negative space creates a calming effect. The sparse placement draws the eye to each bloom. It doesn't scream for attention. Instead, it whispers elegance. Try it above the mantel for instant holiday charm. Making this style work requires restraint. Choose a few delicate flowers, maybe statice or straw flower. Space them out on a thin wire frame. Leave generous gaps. This method saves time and reduces clutter. The result? A wreath that looks chic, modern, and refreshingly different from the usual holiday explosion. A dried flower Christmas wreath isn't just decor, it's a statement. With choices from bold red berries to soft bunny tails, you can match any style or mood. Why settle for ordinary when dried flowers offer both beauty and staying power? Think about your front door, mantel, or even a cozy nook. Which wreath speaks to your home's personality? Try mixing textures, colors, and even a dash of whimsy. Your holiday guests will remember it long after the season ends.